Hey there. So it is only 9 o'clock in the morning right now, and I have already used peppermint 3 times. When I very first started getting up at around 7-ish, I rolled out of bed right here, and peppermint is one of the things that I like to reach for. Either I put it in my diffuser the night before so I can just press the button, or I didn't prepare last night very well, and so I just put 1 drop in the palm of my hand and rubbed it together and breathed it in to clear some cobwebs, and so that was fantastic. And then my my youngest, my 3-year-old, was asking me for a fouvie, which is a smoothie. And so I went into the kitchen, and I have a separate peppermint stored there as well. And he showed me all the bananas, which we had some rotten ones. That was great to put in the smoothie because it makes it extra sweet. Do you guys do that too? All right, so I put in 5 bananas that were going bad, and some chocolate and a couple frozen things, and of course I throw in some spinach, and I have some some little extra like Terrazyme and vitamin C and things like that I throw in there because I'm one of those weird healthy people. And but I also put in 3 drops of peppermint essential oil. Is it different from peppermint extract? Yes, it is, because it actually improves your digestion. It helps because it's a lipid, and so it opens up the cell wall a little bit better to allow some of the hydration that we really want, and also the positive apoptosis, things like that, to make healthy cells. And so so that was a benefit. It's kind of like me putting in vitamin C, not exactly like a vitamin, but it's something that's beneficial for my kids' health. So I put in 3 drops of that. It can be overwhelming if you do much more, but I was filling the entire smoothie because it's feeding 6 people. Now, if you're just doing like a drop, say in your water bottle or something like that, make sure it's a big one, and make sure you shake it, right? Because the peppermint essential oil will ride on the top if it's been sitting for a long time, and then when you reach to take it, you get kind of like that little burny lip right there. Ask me how I know, right? Okay, so so then I also I didn't end up drinking a smoothie. I like to wait till a little bit later in the day, so I keep mine in like a little mason jar that I can bring with me. We're on our way to Bible study in like 2 minutes, so I'm taking just a quick second to do this here. But so the third thing I did was I felt like I just wasn't it seemed like I had like a slight itty bitty headache, and so one of my really quick go-to trips, although I do keep a diluted peppermint roller bottle here that I sometimes will use for headaches. But my other trick is to use 1 drop of peppermint under my tongue. Now, not only is that obviously very breath freshening, but it's also amazing for headaches. And most people just think of putting it like on their temples or something like that for headaches. And some people have even tried that with like other, brands that aren't quite as high quality as doTERRA, and have had some effect and felt like that's really great. But doTERRA is different because it does have, I don't know if you guys can see it here. It's probably not going to focus very well, so I won't bother. But it says for internal use, dilute 1 drop in 4 fluid ounces of liquid. Meaning this has been tested and for internal use, and that's not true for the other brands that are out there. So when you have your peppermint today, open up. I know it's just an itty bitty bottle, and probably like seems kind of weird. Remember, we're doing the whole, you flip it over the dram and you do the tap 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 in order to get it onto your hand. Please try it and leave some comments. I'm doing a different post, and it's kind of tricky to leave a comment on one of the live videos because then it doesn't come up, as well, like especially on mobile devices. So leave a comment on one of the other posts where I ask you to tell me the comments that you have about trying it. Okay. All right. I'm excited to hear from you guys. Bye.